One thing we've learned throughout this pandemic is the importance of our open green spaces on our doorstep, and that's what the Blossom Garden does. It provides an accessible and inclusive space for everybody, celebrating nature.
The design of the garden is based on 3 rings of blossoming trees, and we've chosen that shape because it's a very simple shape that's quite comfortable for people to be in, and it feels very relaxing and calm. And when we did the engagement along with Rosetta Arts to ask people what they wanted something that felt relaxing, reflective and restful to be in.
There are so many different areas that people can occupy. We've made these benches fully accessible for all abilities. So wheelchair users, if they have the ability, can park up against the ends of them and then slide over. So there is deliberately not an armrest at the end. So they can do that. Armrests are there for those who are less able-bodied, so they can push up and sit down easily. We've gone to reclaimed sources, recycled sources. There's areas where children can roly-poly down a hill. There's going to be areas where we're planting peat-free grown perennials in autumn this year, which will really increase the biodiversity here as well.
My name is Carlton Acosta. I work at Neum Hospital in the intensive care department. I'm the ward manager there currently. COVID was a very horrible experience. I mean, Neum was hit quite hard by COVID with one of the highest case of COVID there, one of the highest death rate there. I mean, it had a horrible effect on all the staff and on all of our patients and all the families of our patients. The mark is still there, and I think the mark will stay with us for quite a long time actually. It's horrible. I think it's good to have a space like this actually. It does mean a lot to us as key workers to have a spot that we can come and reflect on what happened for the last one here. It would be a good spot for those who have lost loved ones to come as a means of just thinking about all the wonderful time they spent when they were alive, and think about the future also, because that's very, very important.
I'm really pleased to be here at the London Blossom Garden, formally open at this beautiful garden to remember and honour all those who lost their lives during this awful pandemic, but also as a way of saying thank you to our amazing key workers.
Planting a tree is a statement of hope and faith in the future, and the National Trust wants to make sure that this garden will be the first of many across the UK.
After the dark days of the pandemic, this is the brighter future that I desperately want for our city and that I know Londoners deserve. So let's resolve today, in the presence of these 33 trees and in memory of all those who've died, to deliver it together and to bring new life to London.
This was a really, really special opportunity for us to collaborate across the industry and the profession, to bring together so many different people from the landscape world to create a unique space that celebrates and reflects on what has been a very, very difficult time for lots of people.
We all need to reflect on what the past year has been for all of us, and remember those who didn't make it through, remember those who help us or help the country in a whole to survive this pandemic.
After a dark, cold winter, blossoms arrive as our saviours to remind us that better days are here and that summer's on its way. And so I think it's all about seasonality and the cycle of renewal, and that no matter what, the blossoms will always bloom.